Prudent Scholars in association with Goa Headmasters Association.
Now let us try to understand the connection between tense and time and tense and verb. What is the connection? Tense in simple language refers to time. When we use a verb to write any sentence, the verb has to match with the subject. Number one. Number two, it has to coordinate with the time of the action. And therefore we need to understand, we understood the subject part of it. Now let us understand the time part of it. When we talk about verb and tense, we talk about time. By time, I mean we have present, past, future. Now, what is tense? Tense is time described by the verb. The verb tells you at what time the action had taken place. Did the action take place in the past? Did it take place in the present? Or did it take place in the future? Tense sometimes, how do we show the tense now? Is shown by changing the form of the verb. Like changing the form of the verb means infinitive form is to eat. It changes its form means it's ate. So sometimes tense is shown by changing its form. Sometimes the tense is shown by adding a helping verb. Now you will understand why I did the base round of revision with you. Now here I mean by helping verb is what? Is eating, have eaten, will eat. Is eating. I've used the help or taken the help of a helping verb is to show the continuity in the action, continuous action that is going on. I've taken the help of a helping verb have to tell you the action has just happened. I've taken the help of will, the helping verb, to tell you that the action will happen in the future. So, tense sometimes is shown by changing the form of the infinitive form of the verb or by adding a helping verb or by adding a helping verb. These are the two ways to conjugate the verb. Now, we cannot talk of tenses until and unless we understand the two components of the English tense, that is time and aspect. By time, I mean past, present, future. Past is before now. Present is now. And also present is used to talk about routine or facts. I'll come to those examples. And time also refers to future. By future, I mean to come. That is after now. Look at these examples now. Past. Before now, not now, before. Anita ate an apple. Ate is before now. I've only changed the form. From to eat, I've made it ate. To use it in the simple past. By present, we identify now now routine and facts. By now I mean Anita eats an apple. Anita eats an apple now. Anita eats an apple now. Anita eats an apple every day. That means I'm talking about her routine, what she's doing every day. Anita gets up at 6 a.m. in the morning every day, routine. Anita reaches or arrives school at 8 a.m. in the morning, routine, what is done. What do I mean by facts? The birds fly in the sky, it's a fact. The sun rises in the east, it's a fact. Very clear? And we denote future by using a helping verb with the main verb, not by changing its form, but by using a helping verb with the main verb. So here is the rule. You either change the form, eats, ate, or you either use a helping verb to form the tense. What do we mean by aspect? Aspect in tense means how the action extends over time. Under aspect, we have progressive, that is an uncompleted action, and we have perfective, that is completed action or state. Uncompleted action, I mean it is progressing, going on. Anita is eating an apple. She is not yet finished. The action is progressing. So I have used is eating with the helping verb. Helping verb is and main verb is eating. Look, perfective action is a completed action. By completed action, I mean Anita has eaten an apple just now. So by has eaten, I mean I am taking a helping verb has plus a main verb. So these are the two aspects we will understand when we are conjugating tenses. These tenses are subdivided, that is the present, past and future, is subdivided into 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 in each tense. That means we have 12 tense forms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 into 3, 12 tense forms. Under the present tense, we have present simple, present continuous, present perfect continuous. Under past, we have past simple, past continuous, past perfect continuous. Under future tense, we have future simple, future continuous, future perfect continuous. So how many tenses do we have in our English language? We use 12 forms of tenses. So we should never say, this sentence is in the present tense, this sentence is in the past tense, this verb is in the future tense. No, you've got to specify, is it present simple, is it present continuous, is it present perfect, or is it present perfect continuous? Similarly, past simple, past continuous, past perfect, or past perfect continuous. Is it future simple, future continuous, future perfect, or future perfect continuous? So children, now we have come to the main topic of the day, conjugation of verbs. By conjugation of verb means we change the verb from its infinitive form so that it matches with the subject and gets coordinated with the time of the action. As I told you, there are 4 subtenses in the main present tense, main past tense, and the main future tense. By present simple, what is the formula or format? Verb to be, I told you, is the most irregular verb. Look at the present simple of verb to be. I am, you are, he, she, it is. That is, he is, she is, it is. We are, you are, they are. So, verb to be in its simple present is am, are, is. That's why it is called completely an irregular verb. What is the formula for present continuous? The word continuous tells you that the action is progressive. That the action is progressive. To change the form of the verb in present continuous, we need the help of a helping verb. That is to be. So, present simple of verb to be plus present participle of the main verb. Now, we've learned the 4 principal parts of the verb. Present participle is what? ing form of the verb. So, you make present continuous like this. I, the subject, pronoun or the personal pronoun. Am is present simple of verb to be with the personal pronoun, the first pronoun I am. So I am is verb to be. You take help of verb to be. And present participle of the main verb. What is the main verb? To be. So you put ing form of the verb to be. So present continuous is formed I am being. We have changed the form by using a helping verb. So if you understand this rule, you can do the present continuous of any verb. Instead of be now, let us take verb have. How will you do it? I am. Where is the main verb? Have. What will you say? Having. Let us take the verb start. I am starting. Present continuous. I will take you on down the verbs. Present perfect. The rule is different. In the case of perfect, we take the help of verb to have, not verb to be. Verb to have. Plus, in the case of continuous, we use present participle of the main verb. In the case of perfect, we use the past participle of the main verb. Now, did you understand why I took you all on to the 4 principal parts of the verb before I taught you conjugations? Okay. Now, let us take verb to be in this case. What is the past participle of verb to be? Being. What is simple present of verb to be? I have, you have, he, she, it has. We have, you have, they have. So simple of verb to have, I have. Past participle of my main verb, be is been. I have been. You get present perfect. Now, how do we get present perfect continuous? The formula I am explaining is Present perfect of verb to be. Where is present perfect of verb to be? What is present perfect of verb to be? I have been. You have been. He, she, it has been. We have been. You have been. They have been. So we use the present perfect of verb to be to make present perfect continuous of any verb. We will first take the present perfect of verb to be. That is the rule. Plus, look the word continuous. To show a progressive action or a continuous action, we use the present participle of the main verb, or we call it in common language the ing form. So, it will be like this. I have been. What is the main verb? Be. Being. But there is no present perfect continuous for verb to be. Only for the verb to be. Therefore, when we learn active and passive, there will be no passive for present perfect continuous in any verb. Because to make passive, the base is verb to be. If verb to be has no perfect continuous, we will not have passive of present perfect continuous when we come for passive. If you take any other verb here, it would have been like this. I have been doing. You have been starting. It has been raining. That is called present perfect continuous. To summarize again, present simple is just one verb. It only changes its form. I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, you are, they are. That is present simple of verb to be. Second, present continuous has a formula. The formula says you've got to take the simple present of verb to be plus you've got to take the present participle of the main verb. So present participle of verb to be is being, and what is present simple of verb to be? I am being. Now this to be will continue for all the verbs. Only the present participle of the main verb will change, depending on which main verb we are conjugating. Next we have present perfect, that is present simple of the verb to have, which is going to be the same for all the verbs. Verb to have is used. It is a helping verb which is used to make perfect, and past participle of the main verb. This will change according to the main verb. I have, you have will remain the same. And finally, present perfect continuous is, you take present perfect of verb to be, that is present perfect of verb to be, plus the present participle of the main verb. Now children, before I take you to the slides of past and future, it is so simple to understand. In the case of past simple, the form will change here. In the case of past continuous, rather than putting present simple of verb to be, we will put past simple of verb to be. ing will remain the same. In the case of from present perfect to past perfect, now here we are putting present simple of verb to have. In past perfect, we will put past simple of verb to have. Past participle will remain. In the case of present perfect continuous, we will use the past perfect of verb to be, and the ing form will remain. Let us look. What I mean to say is this. Look here. What has happened? Past simple. We said I am. Verb to be is a complete irregular verb. Therefore, in the past simple, it comes as I was, you were, he, she, it was. We were, you were, they were. Right? What is past continuous? I told you, in the case of present continuous, we use present simple of verb to be. In the case of past continuous, we use past simple of the verb to be. See here, I was plus ing form. I was being, you were being, he, she, it was being, we were being, you were being, they were being. Look at the past perfect. I told you the word perfect tells you you have to use verb to have. The verb continuous tells you you have to use the verb to be. So perfect. In the case of present perfect, we use present simple of verb to have. I have, you have, he, she, it has. But in the case of past simple, we use the past simple of the verb to have. I had, you had, he, she, it had, past simple. We had, you had, they had. And put the past participle of the main verb. Which verb are we conjugating? Verb to be. What is the past participle of verb to be? Been. I had been, you had been, he, she, it had been. We had been, you had been, they had been. No changes in the third person. Just because in the present simple it becomes has. Past perfect continuous. There is no past perfect continuous for verb to be. I will concentrate on it more when I am doing the next verb. Let us look at future. In the case of present simple, we said I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, you are, they are. Past simple, I was, you were, he, she, it was, we were, you were, they were. Future simple of verb to be and of any verb goes like this. Present simple, just one verb. Past simple, just one verb. It only changes its form. But in the case of future simple of any verb, future simple is made using a helping verb plus the infinitive form of the verb. How is future simple made? Helping verb plus the infinitive form of the verb. This is infinitive form, be. As it is, we are conjugating verb to be. So, now you will be wondering why for first person singular and plural I have put shall. We usually use shall because will is also used as obligation and therefore we use shall. I shall be, you will be, he, she, it will be, we shall be, you will be, they will be. How do we make future continuous? To make future continuous, the rule is the same. You put future simple of verb to be. Future simple is I shall be. And then you add the present participle of the main verb. Now, verb to be, we have no future continuous because we don't use. We don't say I shall be being. There is no state of being in this tense. Now, what is future perfect? The word perfect tells you I said verb to have. So, future simple of verb to have. What is future simple of verb to have? Future simple of verb to have is I shall have, you will have, he, she, it will have. We shall have, you will have, they will have. Look here. I shall have, you will have, he, she, it will have. We shall have, you will have, they will have. Plus the past participle of the main verb. What is the past participle of verb to be? Been. I shall have been, you will have been, he, she, it will have been. We shall have been, you will have been, they will have been. There is no future perfect continuous. This formula I've already explained in present. I will continue to explain to you when I do the next verb. Now let us move on to the next verb, verb to have. Look at the simple present. The present simple is I have, you have, he, she, it has, we have, you have, they have. In the third person singular, the verb changes its form from have to has. Otherwise, it is one verb, it just changes its form. Present continuous, rule is the same what we applied for verb to be. Present simple of verb to be plus present participle of the main verb. Present simple of the verb to be we already learnt, I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, you are, they are. Present participle of the main verb is having, ing form. We dropped the E and made it into ing. Past, present perfect. The word perfect signifies use of verb to have. So I have, you have, he, she, it has. Why am I highlighting this has? So that you should not put he, she, it has. You should be aware that the third person changes. And what is the past participle of the main verb to have? Past participle is had. So I have had, you have had, he, she, it has had. There are two verbs here. Verb to have plus past participle of the main verb. Verb to be plus present participle of the main verb. Two verbs. How do we do present perfect continuous? Means present perfect of the verb to be. That is present perfect of verb to be we learnt in the previous verb. I have been, you have been, he, she, it has been, we have been, you have been, they have been. And you have to add the present participle of the main verb, that is having. So, present perfect continuous will go like this. I have been, that is present perfect of verb to be, ing of the main verb having. I have been having, you have been having, he, she, it has been having. We have been having, you have been having, he, she, it has been having. Now for the past, it is very, very simple to learn. In the case of present continuous, we use present simple, that is I am. You will change it into I was having, past. You are having, he, she, it is having. Are you understanding? In the case of present perfect, it is I have, you have. In the case of past perfect, it will be past simple of the verb to have. I had plus past participle, I had had, you had had. In the case of present perfect continuous, it is present perfect of verb to be, I have been, plus present participle of the main verb. In the case of past perfect continuous, it will be, I had been having, you had been having. Now connect it with the future. Future will be like this. Present continuous, past continuous, now future continuous. Future simple of the verb to be is I shall be plus ing form, I shall be having, you will be having. In the case of future perfect, it will be future simple of verb to have, I shall have had. In the case of future perfect continuous, it will be I shall have. Come on. I shall have been having. You will have been having. Let us move and see what I'm trying to explain. I am having was there. Now what has happened? I was having. Past simple of verb to have, had. Future perfect, past perfect, I had had. Past perfect continuous, I had been having. Let us go to future. Future simple, I shall have, you will have. Future continuous, future simple of verb to be, I shall be, ing having. Future perfect, that is future simple of verb to have, I shall have, plus past participle had. Future perfect continuous, that is future perfect of verb to be, I shall have been, you will have been, ing form. I shall have been having, you will have been having. So you have very clearly understood how to conjugate the verbs. I've conjugated for you a number of verbs now. Verb to do and verb to go. A different set of verbs, only to tell you this ending in the third person singular. If the verb ends in O, verb to do, verb to go, we add ES in the third person singular and not just S. I do, you do, he, she, it does. The rest of the rule remains the same. Present continuous, I am doing, you are doing. Present perfect, I have plus past participle done. Present perfect continuous, I have been doing, you have been doing. In the case of third person, he, she, it has been doing. Similarly, past, as I told you, only I am will change to simple past is I did, you did. Past continuous, am will change to was, I was doing, you were doing. Past perfect, instead of have will be I had done. Past perfect continuous will be, past perfect of verb to be is I had been. So I had been doing, and there it goes. In the case of future, we've already learned it is I shall do, you will do, he, she, it will do, we shall do, you will do, they will do. Future continuous, I shall be, the rule verb to be plus doing, don't forget. Now it is future simple of verb to be. I shall be doing, you will be doing, he, she, it will be doing, and it continues. Future perfect, I shall have, it is simple future of verb to have, plus done, the past participle. Future perfect continuous, this is future perfect of verb to be. I shall have been, plus present participle of verb to do, ing, doing. Now let me take a normal form, though it is irregular. I eat, you eat, he, she, it, it's, we eat, you eat, they eat. Drinks, I drink, you drink, he, she, it drinks. We drink, you drink, they drink. Sleeps, I sleep, you sleep, he, she, it sleeps. We sleep, you sleep, they sleep. But in the case of verbs ending with O, D-O, do, G-O, go, you get in the third person es added. The other part remains the same. ing form plus verb to be. In the present simple form here and ing form here. Verb to have in the present simple form plus past participle. Here, present perfect of verb to be have been plus ing form. Past simple, I ate, you ate, he, she ate, we ate, you ate, they ate. Past continuous will be past simple of verb to be plus ing form. Past perfect will be, perfect is verb to have. So past simple of the verb to have plus past participle. Past perfect continuous will be past perfect of the verb to be plus ing form. So future of verb to eat. I shall eat, you will eat, he, she, it will eat, we shall eat, you will eat, they will eat. I shall be eating, you will be eating, he, she, it will be eating, we shall be eating, you will be eating, they will be eating. I shall have eaten, future perfect, you will have eaten, he, she, it will have eaten. We shall have eaten, you will have eaten, they will have eaten. Future perfect continuous, I shall have been eating, you will have been eating, he, she, it will have been eating, we shall have been eating, you will have been eating, they will have been eating. Instead of the main verb you can eaten, you can change to any other verb. I shall drink, you will drink, he, she, it will drink. I shall be drinking, you shall have drunk, we shall have been drinking. Let us take start. I shall start, you will start. I shall be starting, you will be starting. Future perfect, I shall have started, you will have started. Future perfect continuous, I shall have been starting, you will have been starting. Only change the verb. Now I will take you on with another rule verb. Verb to play, verb to buy, verb to pay, verb to say, all play one ball game. And that is the all before the Y has a vowel. And therefore, when you conjugate, you've got to take care only of this. And that is, in the third person, you only add a S. I play, you play, he, she, it plays. I've only done one. I buy, you buy, he, she buys. I'm talking about present simple. Pay, I pay, you pay, he, she, it pays. Simple present. I say, you say, he, she, it says. That's the only change here. And I will take you to the next slide where there will be no vowel, but it will be a consonant, but yet the verb is ending with Y. The rule here will change. Now let us go to the next verb, verb to have. Present simple of verb to have is I have, you have, he, she, it has, we have, you have, they have. Present continuous, you get the verb to be plus the present participle of the main verb. Verb to be present simple is I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, you are, they are. And present participle of the main verb is having. Present perfect, present simple of the verb to have. The word perfect tells you that you must use verb to have plus the past participle. I have, past participle of have is had. And now that we are learning present perfect continuous, please concentrate here. And that is, you use present perfect of the verb to be. Present perfect of the verb to be is I have been plus present participle of the main verb. Main verb is have, so it is have. I have been having, you have been having, she, it has been having. In the case of past children now, it is very simple to understand. In the case of past continuous, it will be past simple of the verb to be. I am will change to I was having, you were having, he, she, it was having, we were having, you were having, they were having. In the case of past perfect, it will be past simple of verb to have, so it will be I had had, you had had, he, she, it had had. In the case of past perfect continuous, it will be past perfect of the verb to be, and past perfect of the verb to be will be I had been having, you had been having, he, she, it had been having. And in the case of future, before I take you to future, it will be, future continuous will be, future simple of verb to be. Future simple of verb to be is I shall be having, you will be having, he, she, it will be having, we shall be having, you will be having, they will be having. Present perfect is present simple of verb to have. Future perfect will be future simple of verb to have. That is, I shall have had, you will have had, and it will go on. Future perfect continuous will be future perfect of verb to be. That is, I shall have been having, you will have been having, and it will go on. Just match it with the slides that I said now. What I am having has changed to was, were. Present simple of verb to have has changed to had. Present perfect of verb to be has changed to past perfect of verb to be and having. Look here, simple past of verb to have. I had, you had, he, she, it had, we had, you had, they had. Future, future simple of verb to have, I shall have, you will have, he, she, it will have. We shall have, you will have, they will have. What is future continuous? Future continuous of verb to be, I shall be plus present participle having. You will be having, he, she, it will be having. We shall be having, you will be having, they will be having. What is future perfect? Future simple of verb to have. Future simple of verb to have, you have here, see, I shall have. I shall have plus past participle have. You will have had. He, she, it will have had. Future perfect continuous, you will have future perfect of verb to be. I shall have been plus having. You will have been having. He, she, it will have been having. We shall have been having. You will have been having. They will have been having. Let us go to a new set of verbs now. Verbs ending with O. Verb to do, verb to go. The only change is third person singular. He, she, it. What do you do with verbs ending with O? You add ES. I do, you do, he, she, it does. We do, you do, they do. The rest remains the same. This is again an irregular verb, so past will be do, will change to did, past participle will be done. So present continuous will be I am doing, you are doing, he, she is doing. Past continuous will be I was doing, you were doing, he, she, it was doing, we were doing, you were doing, they were doing. Future continuous will be I shall be doing, you will be doing. What is present perfect of verb to do? I have done, you have done, he, she, it has done. We have done, you have done, they have done. What will be past perfect of verb to do? I had done, you had done, he, she, it had done. What will be future perfect of verb to do? I shall have done, you will have done. What is present perfect continuous of verb to do? I have been doing. Past will be what? I had been doing. Future will be what? I shall have been doing. Very simple once you know your formula.